lights in the sky. So many of you saw them this morning, and some even convinced that they were UFOs.
Were you up early this morning? Did you see the pillar of light in the sky? Got a lot of tweets this morning on my Twitter account. People from Butler, Allegheny, Washington, Westmoreland counties asking about this.
If you were up late last night or were an early riser, you may have gotten an unexpected treat floating above Pittsburgh.
They call it a light pillar, and you can see why from all of the pictures posted on social media.
What's that in the sky? It's certainly not a bird or a plane, and it's most certainly not the beginning stages of an alien attack. So what is this? A beam of light hovering over Pittsburgh.
Southern California blanketed in snow, all the way up to the beach.
All the way up to the beach.
Oh my God, it's snowing!
It snowed in Los Angeles, and the hills above Malibu, and even where Chris Harrison lives. The rare snow blanketing Southern California, Nevada, and Arizona. It was plowable snow near Lake Elsinore, California. And in Hollywood, just days before the Oscars, snow covering Sunset Boulevard. In Las Vegas, the most snow Sin City has seen in more than a decade. And in parts of Arizona, a foot of snow has left cars buried on the side of the road, leaving some drivers stranded for hours on Interstate 40.
It is snowing in Calabasas right now, okay? Calabasas, California, where the Kardashians live.
You heard that right. From the valley to the beaches, LA saw something that made people do a double take.
It was just like, wait, why is the rain white? And I looked at one of the car hoods, and sure enough, there was snow sticking to it.
The employees at the Malibu Surf Shack have seen their fair share of big waves, and sure, some rain here and there, but snow on the beach?
Parts of the Southwest that rarely get snow are getting buried. The Las Vegas Valley got more than 4 inches.
Parts of Las Vegas, even the Strip, waking up to as much as 2 inches of snow this morning. The city got hit with a surprise storm last night. The first time in more than a decade, Las Vegas Valley has seen enough snow for it to stick. High temperatures in Vegas are supposed to be in the mid to upper 40s this week.
Even the Las Vegas Strip has now been hit by its second snowstorm in a week. The snow isn't just impressive, it's historic. Flagstaff has smashed the all-time record set more than a century ago, over 31 inches of snow in just one day. Now, this is a massive storm, and it's causing all kinds of travel headaches. Major interstates are closed, and here's why. Roads are impassable. Many trucks and trailers that tried to get through got stuck.
And look at these drifts. This one behind me, halfway up that building. Some of them are about 10 feet deep. And a little further south in Mammoth Lakes, California, they're digging out from an unprecedented 58 inches of snow.
More reports of what neighbors describe as loud boom noises across our area tonight. We got at least a dozen calls and messages about this ongoing issue and brought it as breaking news to you at 6 o'clock. Now we're learning more about the mysterious booms that rock parts of Wake and Johnston County tonight.
The booms are back, and this time we are in Clayton, where neighbors are doing everything they can to find the source of this noise. That includes calling over here to the Cleveland Fire Department.
There's like a little bit of a weird atmosphere, and then boom, loud bang. And when I mean loud, we're talking about like it took the air out of your chest. So, you know, it sucked it right out of you. And then everybody come running out of the houses and stuff.
The calls came in from Johnston and Wake counties, Clayton, Middlesex, and a few calls from Garner. Specifically, Bald Head Drive, Alice Drive, and Langdon Point Drive in Garner. We've even heard from one of our photojournalists who lives in Sanford. He heard the loud boom noises there too. The Johnston County Sheriff's Office says their phones have been ringing off the hook. They even sent deputies out to search for the source of the noise, but don't have any idea where it came from. All we know right now is neighbors say it wasn't like anything they've ever heard before.
It was so loud, and it felt like the whole like an echo went through this neighborhood.
Usual, we are still trying to get to the bottom of this.
This continues to be quite a mystery.
There's a lot of buzz about this mysterious boom. I spoke to a lot of families. One man said he actually witnessed his window shaking. Another lady said she saw her pictures on the wall moving as well.
So I was putting her down for a nap, and I swear it like shook our entire house.
This is normally a quiet neighborhood, but Monday, a loud, mysterious boom sent people into a panic.
Well, I was scared. I called my husband. I called my next door neighbor because I was going to have them come.
Jacqueline Houghton hurried out the door with Harley.
I looked over here to make sure like no one like hit the garage or anything.
There was nothing there, but in the last week, Davidson police says that they've gotten multiple mysterious boom reports.
Just imagine a large amount of air hit you in the chest. I mean,
people are still not sure what they heard.
And I still don't know what it was.
With all these questions still looming, police again are getting phone calls and they're investigating, trying to figure out what that mysterious boom actually was.
Developing news now, some homeowners in Santa Clarita are really worried this morning.
Their backyards are sliding and they want to know why.
Fortunately, everyone's okay, but very disconcerting to walk out into your backyard and see this. Half of the yard has dropped about 5 feet. You can see the tree in the middle, the palm tree, has split in half because of the force of all this. It's now just being held up with a rope.
This all fell down last night between 7:30 last night and 6:15 when I got a call to come back this morning when the fire department was on their way here.
The Estrada family says they're in the midst of a crazy nightmare. Their backyard is slipping away. The Estradas first noticed cracks in these bricks Monday. Since then, they say the earth beneath their property has continued giving way. Yesterday, the fire department encouraged the Estradas, who have 3 kids and 2 dogs, to move out. The fire department tells us they also asked 3 of their neighbors, so the Estradas weren't home when their neighbor discovered the largest drop yet.
Came out like just as the sun was coming up and saw that it dropped another like 2 or 3 feet and that the tree was definitely going to go down.
We can just hear the tree. You can hear it crackling. It's about to fall. We tethered it over there.
Irrigation pipes busted, so neighbors turned off the water. The Estradas say the city has already turned off the gas. Building and safety inspectors were out here this morning but had no comment. The Estradas neighborhood has been here since the 80s.
The Louisville Zoo will remain closed tomorrow after a giant sinkhole shuts it down, along with the nearby mega cavern late today.
Engineers are watching to see if that sinkhole expands tonight.
Mega cavern staff heard a loud noise between 11 p.m. and 2 a.m. while replacing zip lines underground. Crews from the zoo came across it during the daily morning walkthroughs. A massive sinkhole. These are the photos from the air of the cave-in. You can see how the land collapsed.
It's about 50 yards wide by about 85 yards long.
That's almost as long as a football field, settled between the Louisville Zoo and the mega cavern.
In some places, they think it's about 50 feet deep. The good news is that it's an unoccupied area of the zoo, but they're keeping the whole zoo closed until they know it's all safe.
Tonight we brought you breaking news as a sinkhole opened up in North Knox County. A Halls resident spotted the growing hole and called for help.
We stopped and it fell out under the road, so we just called the county so nobody wouldn't fall off in it. You know, stop traffic till they got here.
This location here is somewhat very uncharacteristic, so we're not real sure if there is positive drainage away from it. Typically, that's what you see. So in this particular instance, we don't know what caused it, just an act of God.